Hi, welcome to the Burlington School District's School Board Commissioner Corner. My name is Claire Wool and I am the chairwoman of the Burlington School District. I am here tonight to give an overview of our exciting kindergarten registration here in the Burlington School District. We are fortunate to have 6 thriving elementary schools for families to choose from or based on your neighborhood to attend. And I wanted to walk you through, because registration ends February 28th, Friday, February 28th. So time is of the essence for families to fill out your forms, tour the schools. The schools have certain dates. So tonight is really a tutorial on that. Registration is open. We're excited to meet you. We're excited to welcome families, new families, or returning families with younger siblings. And we want to make it an inclusive and exciting video so that we can share it across the district for families who have busy schedules. So we want everyone to spread the word. Kindergarten registration is open, and for the best chances of getting into your preferred school, please register by Friday, February 28th. How we register for schools. If you go to our BSD website, which is here above or on your screen, you click down to literally the first home page. It says kindergarten registration. We would then have you log into PowerSchool, and you click on the PowerSchool login username, and if you do not have a student already in the district, you can contact the district to get your username and password. I gotta go back. Sorry, I just got logged out. So that would give you the opportunity to get into the website and register as a family. Sorry, I'm just gonna go back online and get into here again. And the best way to register is electronically. You can come to the district. Victor Pruzak is our registration coordinator, and he can answer any questions that you have at the district. Sorry, I am having technical problems in getting on to the website. Sorry, hold on. And within each of our operating systems here, you can click down on each of here it is, Burlington School District. I won't go to that PowerSchool again. So we go down to how to register on, sorry, somehow it popped out because of that. All right, so here we go, back. All right, we're back on. We won't click on the PowerSchool because I think that. So we have 6 elementary schools. The first elementary school that we're going to talk about is Champlain Elementary. And I'll give you a little overview of Champlain Elementary. And as you can click here, the tours coming up are this Thursday, February 13th from 6 to 6:30 p.m. And also there is a PTO meeting following that. And online here, as you can click on, we talk about Champlain Elementary as a school, a learning environment that believes all children can achieve their best personal outcomes. The Champlain's faculty and families and community partners plant and harvest together in their school gardens, which are right on Pine Street, between Pine Street and the woods behind our facilities. And students learn about their forest and outdoor classrooms. Their Fall Harvest Fest is an amazing opportunity and community-focused events. And it's located in the south end of the city at 800 Pine Street. We also have in each of these outlines, I'm going to show you on the website how to go to a school snapshot, which tells you about the demographics, the quantity of students in the school, and fun facts about the school to have families and everyone be able to see all the good work in giving sort of an outlook of each of the schools. Also, as you can see, there's a Champlain Community Facebook page that you can click onto. And as always, your school board representative, but most importantly, can help you and answer questions, but the school principal's email is also included, as well as the school phone to reach each of the schools. Next, we have in the South End, we go from Champlain Elementary, then the next in the South End is Edmonds Elementary School. That has approximately 250 students. Again, here is the snapshot about providing exciting and engaging school experiences that are balanced and development needs with academics. And they have a research-based literacy program, which is used around the world. They have access like Champlain and SA and IAA to walking distance to the Flynn Theater, Fletcher Free, Echo Science, UVM, Centennial Woods. And they too, within each of our schools on our district website, you can click down and go to each of the individual schools. And I'll go through that on the home page as well. Next in the South End, we'll move over to IAA and IAA's overview. And again, we update this sort of brief snapshot of each of the schools. It shares about one of our two magnet schools' mission to explore academics knowledge through intentional art and experiences. This is an amazing magnet school that is going under renovation 2 months ago. We had the clerk of the works here talking about the future, the capital improvement that's being done at IAA this year. IAA currently is being housed down at St. Mark's and the Sarah Holbrook Center. So their school right now is closed for construction, but will open up this fall. So you could be entering that school as a kindergartner for the first time under its renovation. They also have core partners because they're a magnet school with the Flynn Center of the Performing Arts, BCA, Burlington City Arts, Young Traditions, Lake Champlain Chamber Music Festival, just to name a few. And that, again, is a school that has approximately 250 students. And we'll look at that snapshot just to show you, again, more details about the IAA. Their principal phone number and email, again, is listed, as well as their IAA's Facebook community and Instagram page. Next, making our way through the city, down the street, is Sustainability Academy. Sustainability Academy is our second magnet school, or one of our two magnet schools, not second, but two thriving magnet schools. Sustainability talks about making a difference by creating social, environmental, and economic justice learning in their community and world. And it also uses place-based and project-based learning, education for sustainability for their students to learn about the environment. They learn about geothermal energy to heat and cool our buildings. That's exactly what we just put into the Integrated Arts Academy campus, and solar panels to help power their school. Additionally, SA, they have a thriving garden as well, like Champlain Elementary, with their garden in the back of the school to cultivate fruits, flowers, and vegetables as part of their curriculum. And they take learning trips throughout the city, as was discussed within the Old North End and down Main Street, and throughout the city within walking distance. As well, their principal, Nina Orpeza, is listed here as well with her email, so feel free to reach out to her. And I wanted to share, again, those information centers, which, sorry, I should have said, for IAA, there is two more, going back to IAA, there are two opportunities to come visit the school this Wednesday at 8:30, as well as next Wednesday, the 19th at 12:30 p.m. And we really want you to call the schools to let them know that you would be coming for a visit. And as well as, Edmonds Elementary, this Wednesday at 3 p.m. We tried to stagger them so if you wanted to hit a couple of schools in one day, we staggered the time. So this Wednesday, February 12th at 3 p.m., please join us at Edmonds Elementary. And I talked about sustainability. Sustainability has available this coming Thursday at 8:30 a.m. And again, all this is on the website. It's laid out under the opportunities to register for kindergarten. So as we make our way past sustainability down North Avenue, we would come upon C.P. Smith Elementary School. C.P. Smith is a thriving elementary school that serves approximately 260 pre-K students and pre-K to fifth grade students, located on Ethan Allen Parkway with so much land and room to run around on the New North End. And they offer equal amounts of academic rigor and joy in a wide variety of hands-on learning and activities, a focus on science, the environment, and place-based education as well, and engages students in learning and using the Ethan Allen Woods right next door across the Ethan Allen Parkway, the Community Sailing Center down at the lake, the Star Base, Shelburne Museum and Shelburne Farms, and other exciting venues that extend out as classrooms. And again, they are asked, we engage parents and guardians as vital partners in the education of their children. I know that speaks true to all of our elementary schools. And Principal Phelan as well is listed there, his contact and his phone number. So that, again, is CP Smith. And we will then come out of Ethan Allen Parkway and head back down North Avenue to J.J. Flynn, our most northern school, elementary school, serving the New North End. Flynn is a strong community-based school where adults, parents, and staff consistently focus on meeting the various needs of all students, helping them learn, play, and laugh. It's a professional community that partners with a wide range of community organizations to support and enrich students. And some of their examples of community partnerships are the Very Merry Theater, Echo Center, the National Guard Star-Based Program, the Community Sailing Center as well, the Flynn Theater, and they are located at the end of North Avenue with an incredible span of wide open fields for the children to grow and learn in, as well as some side gardens. And I know they built a Gaga ball, and they have great outdoor space for recess as well. And they have their new principal, Sally Hayes, which is new this year. She is new this year. And we welcome Sally's leadership to Flynn. And again, please reach out to Sally, and the phone number is there as well. So we talked about Champlain, Edmonds Elementary, IAA, Sustainability, CP Smith, and J.J. Flynn Elementary. So 6 elementary schools throughout the district. We talk about, let me go up before. It is really spelled out in detail. We've honed our skills over the 8 years I have been doing this. Obviously the paper can go out at schools for registration, but everyone seems to like going online. And if you don't have access online, like I said, you can come to central office or go to the Fletcher Free Library to help with any online assistance. So we talk about clicking onto Power School. I won't do that because we got disconnected. But we talk about the registration for this year, coming school year. You will have many forms to complete, but many will be pre-filled from this school year. So when you begin as a student in the Burlington School District, there are a lot of paperwork, but obviously each year as you renew or students enter and move up, all that pertinent first-time information is completed, and we can just adjust accordingly. If you are new, as we said, to BSD, you do not have Power School account, you will need to first pre-register, as we said. You'll receive an automated email with the next steps, as I shared, with how to create a Power School account. And then this is the most important conversation that people want to know. How do we determine which elementary school a student will attend? I'll read it here just so it brings context. Where a student attends pre-K has no bearing on where they may attend kindergarten. Over the last 3 years, we have created pre-K classrooms at each of our elementary schools, which has been such a fantastic opportunity for our Burlington public school families to have pre-K in a school setting to show that nurturing progression from pre-K to kindergarten up through 5th grade. All of our elementary schools go to 5th grade. Or complete at 5th grade, and then they move on to their either North or South middle school, Hunt Middle School or Edmonds Middle School. So how we determine where they attend, we ask families to indicate their first, second, and third choice on their registration forms. Enrollment is ultimately determined by school capacity, or how many spots are available in schools, and if necessary, these factors. Siblings, if you have older siblings in the school, we like to keep families together. What elementary schools do any sisters or brothers attend? As I shared, keeping families together is important for families' support systems. Family income, magnet schools only. We want our schools to be as representative as possible of all families in the Burlington community. So a big part of our magnet schools population was to ensure that that equity across our school districts, that we had representatives of all population, so that we had balanced schools and supportive schools in our community. Proximity, what schools are close to where you live? Ideally, we're a walkable city. We only have, I think it's 2 district school buses, and those are for our students that need support. The majority of our upper class or 5th grades, what age you determine your child to ride the city bus, we use the GMT buses for our elementary, middle, and high school students. So they would be riding a bus or they would be walking to school. So most families, it seems, prefers that they are within walking distance from their school, but we do offer school choice. So that is up to your family based on your work-life ability to get your child to school. And please note that middle school placement is based upon your home address and is not based upon where your child attends elementary school. So that does have, knowing that we put that out there for families so that they know that that is how we worked in the city to create equitable enrollment at both of our middle schools. It was based on geographic reasons, geographic determination. Where you live is where you would go to middle school. How long does registration run? So registration for this coming school year, 2025-26, opens. It has been open for a month and a half now. On January 2nd, we opened that, and we closed, as I shared, on February 28th. With school placement notifications sent out no later than the week of April 14th, before April break, a week before that. If there are more first choice registrations than there are spots, we will look at families' second and third choices. And when a student does not receive their first choice school, a BSD employee will contact the family to discuss their options for school. Applications received after February 28th, as it states here, will be considered based upon available spaces. And currently, right now, our school year is open for registration or rolling registration. So if you move into the city, we can register students to enter this coming school year on a rolling basis, if that makes sense. So next, I want to show everyone, as we go down this document, here is learning more about what I just read. Hopefully it wasn't too boring. Each of the bios about each of the schools. And again, just to go down, kindergarten information centers, information sessions. There are several ways to learn more about what kindergarten looks like in Burlington and about registration. Throughout the winters, we hold these kindergarten information sessions at various pre-K sites and individual schools. So we have had great attendance at our 6 elementary schools over January and the beginning of February, over this last week. And this will be the final week coming up this week. We're in now, the 10th to the 14th, and then next week, the 17th through the 19th, in meeting families and getting a sense of the school and the community. If you're new to the Burlington School District, I think it gives I would highly recommend attending a school visit to get a sense of the school. I loved looking at the bulletin boards, meeting children and seeing children in the hallway, and obviously reaching out to neighbors, friends, and families who attend that school to give you feedback as well. And always opportunities to connect with the principal and ask pertinent questions. I know that when our family moved here from New York City, it was based on a lottery and first come, first serve when you registered, and it was very competitive in New York City. And it was so nice that we have 6 elementary schools in the city of Burlington that have high enrollment and participation and welcoming communities, and it's not as stressful. I felt like this is not as stressful as it was for me many years ago. I remember when we moved here and attended elementary school. All right, moving on. If you go up to the header on the school district overview, we'll click on district overview, and you'll see here annual reports and data. You can go down to these school snapshots and click on 23-24 snapshot. This provides, from the fall, we work hard to create this snapshot of each of our elementary schools. So for example, we'll walk through Champlain Elementary, has 270 students. 50% of those students are on free and reduced lunch, 21% are on IEPs, 13% English language learners, and 34% students of the global majority. This gives us strategic plan metrics. 83% believe there's a sense of belonging. K to 5 students are above or above grade reading level. It will show you based on all the identifications of each of our students. The all is for all students in the school. In the schools, 69% of all students are above reading level. Free and reduced lunch, 50%, and non-free and reduced lunch. That gives you that aggregate. And then faculty made up of the global majority are 3 teachers and principals. And then suspensions, it talks about only 2 suspensions in that school. And again, we put that out there based on our reports because parents do ask, what is the climate and the culture of the school? And that wanting to ask students, when we did a survey, I see adults at school treating all students fairly, 84%. So again, going down each of these slides, it will give you a opportunity to, again, it's put out here, but more information that you want to ask questions based on these slides. This is from this year, our 2024, it's updated. The school board looks at all this reporting as we walk through our strategic plan, as well as our metrics, not only in this snapshot, but we drill down to see what this means and how this impacts. We're talking about reading, but we also learn about math and overall curriculum. Again, here is the Edmonds Elementary, 259 students at Edmonds Elementary. And I won't go through each of the slides, but you'll see all the statistics and facts surrounding the Edmonds Elementary. Then we'll move to J.J. Flynn, 271 students. The demographics here as well. We'll move on to Integrated Arts Academy, 190 students. And again, the size of the schools can be based on the physical footprint of the school and the amount of students that the capacity that the school can manage. Moving on from Integrated Arts Academy, we go to Sustainability Academy, 199 students. So we'll move from that. Next is C.P. Smith. And in looking at this data, I see that students in grades 3 to 5 are asked for this survey based on, I think that was determined by the district, of students' in comprehension in the questions and supporting students for this type of metric and data. Next is, and then C.P. Smith, Sustainability, Integrated, J.J. Flynn, Edmonds, and Champlain. Those are our 6 elementary schools. And then you can look at, then you can look at the middle school and the high school. And then I want to show, these are our annual reports. We have a current annual report that I wanted to make sure, I don't want to leave here. Oh, here's the overview. On the home page for the Burlington School District, each of our schools are listed. So for example, you can cross over on Champlain Elementary, you can click on that and it brings you right to Champlain Elementary. and it'll give you what's happening in their school day and school week. As you see at the top is all about kindergarten registration. So super important for all of our elementary schools to get that information out. So as you click on each of the schools, it'll also say school news, what's happening, and then it will give you parent-teacher organization, how to reach out to parents and families for support in making this decision or registration, and all everything you need to, a catch-all of everything you need to learn or want to learn about the school is included on their website. Some schools do a better job of updating their information. Some might be outdated, but no judgments. As parent volunteers, I know that I've met with the unified PTO that makes up all of our elementary schools as well as our middle schools and high school, and the unified PTO leaders change, parent volunteers change each year, so so always check with the school, the front office at the school as well as the principal to get in touch with those families that you want to connect with at each of our schools. So again, laid out here, all of our elementary schools are listed. And I wanted to share the annual report, which is just will be printed and available at each of our schools and at Fletcher Free Library as well. Let me just go back one more. Thank you for your patience. Yes, so our community update. Annual survey, nope, I think it must be, I'm sorry, it's in the annual report, will be in district annual reports, thank you. You know what, we don't have it uploaded yet, so the annual report will be listed on our Front Porch Forum, and throughout the Front Porch Forum, you will be able to see it's due every year at this time, and I'll give you an example of our district overview from last year. So it is a fantastic overview of our district, and it is online, so you can, and this is an example of it. This was last year's, but we just approved this year's at last month's board meeting. And this is just a wealth of information. So it starts off, it's required by the state to do it before we have town meeting day. Every school district has an annual report, and this is ours, and I'm so proud of it. Again, we have the school board members, the overview, the district overview, our strategic plan as we go through it, the capital improvements, all about the school district, and then most importantly, why we're here, curriculum, instruction, and assessment, how we support our students through curriculum. Secondly, diversity, equity, and inclusion throughout our district, what we're committed to. We represent 37 home languages in the Burlington School District, which is absolutely amazing. This gives the demographics of our district, which what I love about this slide, and we hadn't, that from feedback we wanted to know throughout the state, how many students in Burlington column and then throughout Vermont. So again, it gives a great representation of what makes up our Burlington School District and what is the percentage and how it reflects statewide. And so we wanted to empower not only our faculty and staff to give this overview of a snapshot of our district, but to our citizens and our taxpayers. And then we would go down to student support services. These are the most amazing lists of all of our community partners. When you register for kindergarten, these are the wealth of community partners throughout the city of Burlington and throughout the state of Vermont that help us in our public education. And I love, we put down, if we missed any of you, we apologize, but please look at that list and support those community partners because they're invaluable to our public school education here in Burlington. Next is our highlights. This is our brag sheet of what our students have succeeded in their pre-K to 12th grade and Burlington Technical Center journey here in the school district. And this is just a snapshot of all of the highlights, but everyday highlights of, you know, changing from your reading level in kindergarten, first grade, second grade, chapter books to reading and math skills and social skills and all that are not always included in here because we just highlight the award winners and recognition students, but every day there are highlights throughout all of our schools. And then again, students' next steps, where students are going, and staff highlights. Staff highlights are a big one. We do, we recognize staff throughout each month with Burlington Best certificates, promoting within our culture in our schools and supporting higher learning. And again, the long list of highlights. And then all the financial information. It's a 20-page document, the annual report typically, what our proposed budgets are, how we got there, the ballot question, and then the key budget details in all of our information, and then our RISE allocation, and then how we compare with Chittenden County. So again, really important information that we also deliver this information and the access to this at all of our neighborhood planning associations so that taxpayers and families are aware of this body of work that summarizes a school year with all elements included. We hope to include all elements, and then we include in the back a comparison over the years, typically 3 years of budgets of what we've spent and where we are, and what the variance is, and then what we're proposing to spend in the next school year. And it gives you the fine details of that. And the actual detail, line-by-line budget is listed on our website under budgets. And again, great logo that a Burlington High School student created, all are welcome. I know back a couple years ago, a former school board member, Saja Almogali, who was a BHS graduate and UVM graduate, went to the UN met Jane Goodall, and the origin of this for the International Club was created and then became a symbol throughout the state of Vermont. So I love ending with that, all are welcome. So thank you so much for the opportunity to, I know I spoke at you, but I really wanted it to help you walk through the website, get you motivated to register, or if you've already registered, get you motivated to sign up for tours in our elementary schools. And if you can't make a tour, by all means, reach out to the principal and we can accommodate as best we can to invite you into our public schools here in the city of Burlington. We are super proud of them, and we value every public school family that enters our doors and is partners with us for the education and journey of their children. So thank you so much for joining, and look forward to seeing you at school.